4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes!
And we're off. This is Darkwing Duck. And they're doing Quackerjack stage, which is one of my personal favorites. It's got a lot of climbing. It's got a lot of use of the super arrow. These players are starting out with a bunch of ammo. Gas is what the ammo is called in this game, and each of the sub-weapons that you can get uses a different amount of gas. The super arrow, I believe, is the most expensive one, but they're starting out with quite a lot of ammo for it. And they begin with the super arrow. You can use it to hit enemies. It does a lot of damage. And you can also use it to jump off of, like any good super arrow should be used for. And so it's pretty good in a speed run.
Oh, I whiffed that. I didn't know I could even whiff that.
Right, so one of the things that's kind of tricky about this game is you'll notice there's a lot of grabbing onto stuff, and the exact spot that you grab onto one of the grapple points affects how you can jump off of it. So there are definitely times where you'll be grappled onto something and you try to make your jump and it just won't go where you're expecting, so it's one of the minutiae you have to get used to. The boss, well, we haven't seen the boss yet, but the boss is a pretty interesting fight. He's not random. You can actually manipulate him. So it should be a pretty decent ender to the goal. Alright, so we see Mythical using the electricity, which is a nice, easy, consistent way to kill him. You get him down there on the bottom, and basically Quackerjack moves when you get down onto his level, so when you're hanging from the ceiling like that, he's just going to stay there and run back and forth. It's actually faster to kill him using the super arrows because they do more damage, but then you have to be more aware of his pattern and his manipulation.
He's really difficult to hit with them, too.
Yep. Another interesting thing you can do, you can, when you fire a super arrow out, if you press the sub-weapon button while the arrow is in the air, what will happen is the arrow will suddenly just drop from wherever it is. It'll just stop moving and drop straight down, and it continues to be able to hit things as it does that. So a pretty common technique is to fire an arrow and then hit the select button to make it drop down onto your targets. So there's a bunch of neat quick kills and things you can do with that move. Not sure if that'll happen in this run, but it is a useful trick.
Oh! That would have been pretty good.
Oh boy, I'm watching the other two players practicing Rygar right now. This should be fun. Looking forward to that.
Cool.
Alright, so these green guys that you see here, I think that they're on a global timer. I don't think that they're on a screen-based timer, so that's another fun thing to have in a speedrun.
Oh my god, Feasel, you're going demonic there on Skype.
Uh-oh,
It's warping your voice.
Am I getting warped?
Good for me. Better now, I think.
Yeah, it's better now. It's just... I don't know, I thought I was freaking out for a second there.
No, that happens. That's one of the disadvantages of using Skype over Mumble, but...
Yeah, the satanic pacts.
Yeah.
With disadvantages.
It sounds fine on my end, though, and that's what matters, because that's what goes to the cast.
Alright, that's good.
Yeah. So, who cares about you guys?
True.
Oh, the hitbox on that slime.
Yeah. Slime is pretty powerful. Hey, K-Mac, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Have you played Darkwing Duck?
I have never played this game. And very limited knowledge, or actually probably pretty much no knowledge. My knowledge on it is, I know TMR had the record in it, or still does.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Wow. It's a good game, though. You should consider it if you run out of Castlevania games to run.
I'm enjoying it. I like what I see here. It looks fun. Nice little platformer. Doesn't look too insanely difficult or anything. And from what I understand, it's relatively short run, isn't it? It's under 15 minutes.
12 minutes.
Yeah, it sounds about
30
right.
seconds about.
Yeah, most of it isn't really too difficult.
Wow, that
There's
was a
some,
good run.
there's some tricky boss strats, but I think most of the platforming is pretty straightforward.
PB.
Wow.
I remember hearing speedrunning. There's some luck that's needed for drops, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and generally, you know, that happens towards the beginning. You might reset if you don't get a lot of good ammo drops in the first stage or two. But then past that point, you sometimes need some backup strats. You know, if you don't have enough ammo for this, do this instead. So there's a little bit of adapting,
Okay.
but it's not too bad. Alright, well, we'll have the official timing for those 2 runs that have come in posted momentarily.
Ah, you prick. I don't know why those guys sometimes take 4 actual hits to kill.
Which ones? The turtles?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because of the cooldown timer.
Well, it's not just I'm physically getting that 4th hit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like, they flash 3 times and then still just don't die.
Yeah, they're really weird.
Huh.
That's why I switched to the super arrow for them.
Yeah, I think you're all starting with enough ammo that could be alright.
Well, I was still taking like 3 shots with the super arrow. That's the funny thing.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. Like I'll
Oh,
show.
you can't be right next to them. It doesn't
Oh.
fully form. Yeah.
Oh. Well, that explains a lot. Well, that's gonna pick up my time a little bit.
Oh boy, the hitboxes on those pulleys.
Still not under 30. Did somebody get a 30.02 and fail to meet their goal?
I think that would be Clage.
Yeah, let's try to figure out who the raid is from. That's Clage. What game's he doing?
It'd be Bloodlines.
Still
Castlevania
Bloodlines.
It's 3002.
Alright,
Then that's gonna be
That's gonna be
Bloodlines.
Bloodlines. Okay.
The pressing raid. Many frowny faces.
Hi, Xenic Reverie. SGL's been back for an hour.
Wow, that was a kill. Got another one.
Oh man, Dragon.
Holy shit, that was fast.
I feel sorry for you, Ark. As soon as you finish one run, he
Yeah.
obsoletes it with another. Everyone give a hand to Arkhanno who does the timing on this. It's quite a task. Everyone on the internet's clapping for you.
Yeah, getting back into it, it's a bit awkward because the setup has changed a bit.
It's changed a bit, and it's been a while since you've done it. I know how you feel.
Yeah.
We'll get the kinks worked out.
Darn, I got a new run and it looks like it's just a little slower than Dragondarch's.
Yeah, judging by the manual splits, yeah, it looks like less than a second. Oh man.
Ah,
Well, I'm consistent, if nothing else.
Hi, Mikey. The plan right now is to do episodes on Saturdays and Thursdays. I want to go for 2 episodes a week for the moment. I definitely want to do Saturdays, but I also want to make sure that we have a weeknight available for people who can't do weekends. And so far, Thursdays looks like the best availability, but that may change. I've also looked at Tuesdays as a possibility and maybe Mondays, but for now, we're going to be on a Saturday-Thursday schedule. And if anyone would like to help out with the show, that would be awesome. There's plenty of room for people to help and, you know, make this go a lot smoother. So check out that website. Links in the bottom left corner there, speedgaming.tv. You can get links to contact me and see what stuff needs doing. If you want to be a player, you want to sign up for the show, that's the way to go as well. Any people who've done the show before, you're also welcome back. So if I haven't already gotten in touch with you, you know, get in touch with me.
You should do it. It's a lot of fun.
It is.
It's a challenge. Hopefully it's something new, somewhere between a proper speed run and a blind race. That middle ground. Ooh, taking some damage there. Yeah, the green guys, damage boosting through them is generally the way to go, because you can jump over them, but their hitboxes are so unforgiving.
So, I have never tried to kill this guy with the super arrow. Let's have some fun, I guess. Oh, this is a disaster. Okay.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely something I can't practice and pull off here, so...
Actually, I just learned it while I was doing these runs. I just kind of improvised it in. It's like, maybe? Let's try it.
I just had my too many keyboards problem again. I typed in the wrong place. No good. Crackerjack's kind of fun. There's a lot of bosses in this game that are kind of annoying for a mystery goal. Like, some of them are... The fast boss strats are not the kind of thing that you would pick up within an hour of practice. But hopefully this is pretty accessible.
Oh, those little gas containers only give 1 gas.
Yeah.
Really like this super arrow. Very Mega Man 5-esque.
Yeah, it's pretty handy. You can jump on it. You can also grab it from below, and you can use it as a weapon. So it's got a lot of possibilities.
This is a disaster.
Darkwing, it's not a mystery, but what the goal is in Rygar is Sigilla's lair. It starts from the corridor of hell, except it starts with a fixed seed because there's, you know, the save state is set during the door transition. And then you go defeat Sigilla without using the pit skip.
They can't use the pit skip, period?
That's right. No using the pit skip, no air flying.
What is the pit skip anyway?
You can bounce off an enemy. You get an enemy to spawn and have it follow you all the way to this pit, and you bounce off it and get across a pit, and it skips part of Sigilla's lair.
Oops. That's not how you grab a pulley.
So, Omni, do you know how to do the quick kill on Sigilla? About the crouching
Nope.
and hacking back and forth?
Well, we'll find out.
Alright, so you duck, and then you attack left and right. So you notice that you were missing him, and that's because he doesn't become vulnerable until after he started to crawl up the wall.
Hmm. Okay.
Not exactly true.
It's not well. Sometimes, yeah. After he's crawled up the wall, he has like a flag that toggles on and off.
What
So-
I think he's not low enough, or they're not low enough.
All right, I figured it
They'll
out.
they go up the wall, then come back down.
Right.
But I'm seeing.
What you can do at the very beginning of the fight is you can wait. Oh, we've just passed the 15-minute mark, by the way, guys.
Okay.
But what you can do is when he first comes across the screen and starts to go up the wall, you can hit him once to get him to come off the wall and then do your thing. That's the fastest way. You got to sort of jump in the air to hit him because you have to wait till he starts to go up the wall, and then after that you can get him
All right.
juggled.
Too close.
Is this game going to be at AGDQ?
I don't think so. This year, I think it was there previous year.
Was it there last? Did Joka run it last year or something?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I believe the race.
Joka and TMR, I thought, had a race.
The race, okay, right? Because TMR I think had the record by the time that came around. I guess. I didn't remember. It changed hands a little bit, but. Neat. Yeah. So let me explain the rules again. What we're doing in each of these matches is there's a goal that they have to complete. In this game, the goal is to complete Quackerjack's stage. They have just this stage to do. And they've got to get the best time they can within the 30 minutes. So by the time that timer at the top runs out, whoever's got the better time at this stage is the winner of this match. You guys definitely got the hang of this game fast.
Yep.
By the way, anyone who likes NES
Wow.
platformers, if for some reason you haven't played this game, you really should. This is really good.
Yes, sub 130.
Sub 130. Cool.
Sent.
Alright, Mythical's got some ground to make up here.
Yeah, I don't think this run can do it. Oh. Okay, definitely not anymore.
Alright, so you see the spot that he's grappling on right there. There's the guy at the top who drops bananas peels on you, and he will, if you happen to be at right one of those seams in the girder, then the bananas won't hit you, so that's sort of a safe spot. There's a few safe spots in that boss fight.
Oh, no, grab it.
So
I
there's,
feel like grabbing things.
there's three sub-weapons in this game. There's the super arrows, there's the electricity shot, and then there's this one that you're about to see on the boss on the right here. You're probably not going to see the electricity shot much. You just see it here at the beginning when he jumps over it because he doesn't want it.
Holy. Another improvement, I guess.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a cleaning up at Quackerjack there. Wow, that's a big one.
Nice.
Yeah, electricity is a spread gun, basically. But with kind of a short range. It's not really a good weapon. The speedrun, I'm trying to think if the speedrun even uses anything besides the super arrow. I'm trying to think if it uses that ground shot.
I think DW said they use heavy gas against Quackerjack or something.
Well, Quackerjack, you
I
would
don't
do
know.
a super arrows, and you'd drop one of the arrows on them and then go at them. Like dropping arrows onto bosses is a pretty common thing because it lets you get in many shots, even when the boss isn't near you. So yeah, you go through gas pretty fast in a speedrun. I don't think this game has any kind of useful glitches. There's no out of bounds. I'm trying to think if there's anything that at all that would be considered a glitch. But this is actually a pretty well programmed game, surprisingly. Oh, that sucks.
Yep.
You made the really hard jump over the green guy. Too, that sucks. Wow.
Should Ark just stop like actually checking these until I stop getting improvements?
Oh, I finished them pretty quickly.
Wow.
Wow.
Another second and a half shaved off. That's excellent.
I really like the evolution of the times in this match.
Yeah. Funny thing was, I wasn't even picturing myself being good at this game or anything.
Well, now you have to run this.
Well, I'm usually not that good at like Mega Man stuff, so.
But the nice thing about this game, as opposed to a Mega Man game, is that it's not really mashing intensive, which is always what turned me off to Mega Man games, as much as I like the series. Also, I think the sub-weapons are kind of neat. But yeah, in general, this is a pretty Mega Man-like game, so people who are into Mega Man might appreciate this too.
Well, I have a small improvement, but I'm pretty sure I can't beat his time without using the super arrow, so
Oh goodness.
I'm gonna have to just try to learn that.
Yeah. Time to improve your strats on the fly.
How much time do we have left?
We're at 6 minutes right now.
Ooh. Ooh.
So I think we've done this game before on the show, also as a mystery game. We're doing Quackerjack stage now. I think we did Moliarty's stage the last time. That would be the construction zone. I think that was the goal we did last time around.
This is no joke. I really doubt I'll be able to figure that out in 4 minutes. Oops.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, really, that's... Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, the only trick is just to not be too close to him when you shoot those arrows. And we get another, fraction of a second shaved off of Dragondarch's time. Yeah, guys, the setup is basically the same as it was before. The only difference is we're not calling them short and long goals now, because sometimes the short goal ends up being longer than the long goal. I'm just calling them main 1 and main 2. So that's the only real difference to players who have been on the show before. We've got 3.5 minutes left on the clock. When the timer gets down to 0, the players will be in sudden death mode. They will be allowed to finish whatever run they're currently working on, so it might behoove them to reset just before the timer runs out if they don't like the run that they've committed to.
Nah, that's not gonna beat it.
Oh yeah, it looks like 1 missed shot and maybe 2. Close though.
That's gonna be a really hard time to beat.
Yeah, that 126, that's tricky. Oh, it looks like it was sub 126. The official timing, thanks to Ark. The splits that you see on the bottom of the screen are the manual splits that the players hit. They're not going to be accurate down to the frame, but the times that you see in the top right, our official timer Arkhanno has gone through the input recordings that these players submit and finds the exact timing down to the frame.
Got my stopwatch that counting frames, and
Right.
you know, gotta go through these.
Right, there's just like a chute that input recordings come down and hit him on the head, and he's got to try to keep up as best he can.
Yep.
All the damage boosts. This guy gets there with nothing left.
Ah, shit,
It's
I ran out
nice
of gas.
Oh, that's too bad.
You get there with just enough to do the fight right.
Alright. It takes, what, 5 arrows? I think.
I think 6.
Oh, 6, okay.
It's like 5 and like 1 shot or something.
Yeah, that's right, that's true. Mhm. Yeah, each arrow I think does 3 damage. So you can use your buster shot to make up the change. Alright, we're getting on 30 seconds here, so start thinking about what you're going to do. Oh, all bosses have 16 hit points. There we go. So it is 5 super arrows plus 1 buster shot. Sets. We have not yet had a game that's short enough to do the whole thing. But eventually we'll have Jaws on the show, and that'll be fun. Do the whole game. God, making people do Jaws for an SGL match. I'm not that bad a person. Oh, time. Oh yeah, we just let the timer go past. But here, we'll call last call right now. So reset if you want, or don't reset. It's up to you. This is your last chance. Sorry, I let you guys go over a little bit. I wasn't paying attention.
No, this run has been pretty much perfect so far.
Okay. Well, the window for resetting is closed now.
No, I reset right the moment you said that, so.
Okay. Fine. That was my fault. I didn't notice the timer ran out. There's no little bell that rings in my ear.
All right, one last attempt to figure out this boss with the super. Oh, I got hit. Great. That's gonna make it a lot easier, isn't it? Oh, you know what it helps? Switching to the super arrow. Dead. All right. Good game.
Cool. Well, it's like Dragondarch takes this one. Just an unstoppable force. It was really that boss fight, I think, that made the difference. He had a super arrow boss strats from the start.
Yeah.
No, actually, my first 2 runs weren't super arrow.
Oh,
I
they
just
weren't.
He.
threw it
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah. He just went for it.
Yeah, he was
Cool.
bustering it when he was practicing and at the very start of the match, and then gets down that super arrow strat, and all of a sudden all the time goes away.
Oh, goodness. So yeah, Darkwing Duck comes down a lot to boss fights. Most of the platforming is relatively straightforward, but the boss is really tricky, very unique. Each boss completely different. Awesome. So we have Dragondarch taking it by about 4 seconds.
Good race.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
fun.
Good game.
Yeah, GG.
Nice going, guys. Alright, next up we got Castlevania III, Dracula's Curse. Again, this is going to be the first goal, main one. This is the goal that you saw before, except we have 2 different people playing it this time. It's going to be, what is it, Dragondarch and Khananaphone this time playing it. Let me see. Kanana, you're number 4, right? Yeah, okay. Man, I'm glad I wrote this grid lines feature in. That was smart.
Clear.
Okay.
Oh my god, we move so much slower.
I know. What a difference.
Hey, it's basically the same for me. I jumped so short.
I wish I could remember what it was. We had some episode where the 2 games that were played were like the complete opposite in speed. It was like one of the fastest games and one of the slowest games we ever had happened in the same match. So that transition must have been awkward. Okay, I think we got everybody set up here. Yeah, looks good.
Oh man, the lag doesn't slow the music. How will I adjust?
I didn't notice that. Cool. Alright, are both players ready to start this?
I am ready.
Okay. Well, without further ado, I'm going to count us down here.